like that. All right. So Fiona, where were you before the Potential You program? What were some of the frustrations and challenges that you had?
I was nervous about how to get my business going or take it to another level. Didn't know how to do that or how to find the time for that. Also had been playing around with diet and taking out a lot of things for 10 days at a time, and then doing whatever I wanted for 20, and then like 10 days a month I would, do a no dairy, no gluten, no sugar, no alcohol. I think that was the things we were taking out. And noticing that I would have some results on those 10 days, but then it wasn't really sticking.
So the end,
self-judgment. I guess the mental piece would be more self-judgment on when I didn't follow my plan, less forgiveness around my goals.
For sure. Yeah. And the mental piece is such a big part of the game, right? It really is one of those things where so many people beat themselves up when they're not hitting their goals, and they're trying to do all these things, but it's just not coming to fruition the way that they want them to. So how do you feel like the program helped you? What were some of the things that you got from it?
I realized mentally that the business I was trying to create, I wasn't in the space for it mentally. And it was taxing me to the point where I was way more stressed out and way more challenged without the stress. So I was looking to grow the business so I would have less financial stress and more fun in my work. And then when I ended up figuring out was this kind of work was taking too much mental energy at this time in my life. And I guess I kind of learned to be grateful for what I had in my current job, or to enjoy it more, or how to encourage my growth in that, because that was the solid, secure moneymaker. So saying no to the new job, it dropped my stress significantly.
Yeah.
So that was not something that I didn't expect, but I just try and look at it now as I don't know. I'm trying having grace and forgiveness around the whole thing. Like, it's nothing that I did wrong or didn't do, should have done. It's just that as right now, this year, that was not working, and fighting it and pushing it was not doing what it was ultimately supposed to do. So maybe later there's a time for that, but right now, like, it was too much.
Yeah.
So
I think it was one of the best things you did, in the process, is really just giving yourself that grace and space to allow for that to happen, which was huge.
So yeah, now taking less off my plate, having more downtime at home was significant to increase my exercise program, because that's where I find joy and stress relief. So I've done that, and then focused on my diet plan and played around, and come up with like, oh yeah, now I really see the benefits of taking away sugar and taking away a lot of processed food also, because I just go to the store and I look at stuff and I said, well, yeah, I used to buy that and it looks healthy, but how many ingredients does it have? How much processing does it have? Oh, I don't need
Yeah.
that. Like, it's extra money. And so living more simply with more whole foods, I think has helped my gut and my bloating, my gas. And so that's been big. We did a lot of work on the mental pieces about judgment and the saboteurs. And I feel like that was really powerful for me to recognize them, and to give myself grace, and not letting them take power over me. So that was, I feel like I have a lot less judgment. And I kind of have some tools now to use when they come up, which I didn't before. So I feel more mentally stable, less highs and lows and emotional outbursts type thing.
Absolutely. That's huge. And I mean, the releasing sugar piece, I know that was huge for you. And I know a lot of this, it was the mental part of that, right? And releasing those things and having the tools to put that into place, which is absolutely huge. And I'm just so proud of you and so impressed with your ability to do that. If you were to give advice to somebody who is in a space like like yourself a year ago, whether it's this program or any program, what would you recommend to them? Like, if you could tell them one thing, what would you say?
Have patience.
Absolutely.
It's not a straight, mountain. It's got a lot of curvy zigzags.
Yep.
What do you call those? The crisscrossing up the mountain where you're just kind of zigzagging. And honestly, those are just as helpful in the process of learning. So I think I learned more by going back and forth and trying things out than I would have if I just started at the bottom and gone straight up. If that makes any sense.
It
when you're
makes total
talking about
sense,
food and taking things away and trying to learn your relationship around food, it was helpful to eat that donut 3 times than just to say, no, I'm stopping once.
100%.
It really solidifies the changes you're making when you go back and see how it affects you when you do it again, and with your mind as well as your body. So yeah, I feel like I would tell people that, mistakes or slip ups are not bad at all. They're actually very, very helpful. And because it's how you think about them.
Yeah. It's
Because
reframing.
You're gonna,
it.
right.
Yeah.
You're gonna change your thought process when that happens for the rest of your life. So that's huge. I'm a person who likes to do things fast. I want to do it. Let's do it. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
And what I've learned in the last year is you need a lot of patience. Like, this is just, this takes time. Don't have these high expectations, but be happy in the process.
Yeah.
Because it is a discovery, and you learn a lot about yourself through that. So it's not a quick fix. There's no quick fixes. I always knew that, but doing it this way, I was like, wow, okay, they're really, and I don't really know how to teach that in a way, except for just giving people the grace to slip up and do it. And then, watching them try it again and grow and go, yeah, look,
yeah. Oh, totally.
Look how that helped you. So
yeah, 100%. And this is so huge and something that so many people need to hear. So I appreciate you sharing with them for those that watch, because it is such a massive thing and such an important part of all of the process. Be patient with yourself and go through the journey and the zigzags and the ups and downs and ins and outs, because that is how we learn the best, from the ups and downs of it all. And it's just going through the process and making it happen. So thank you so much, Fiona. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.